Hey y'all, welcome back or welcome to the Honestly Truly. This is not a podcast, this is just a regular video, but have it. Welcome back to my channel, okay? As you can tell by today's title, we're going to be doing a lot of fun things, okay? We're going to be doing a cozy bookstore, a little vloggy vlog. We're going to be doing a book haul, and then we're going to be talking about the books I'm excited to read in 2025. So let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off at Half Price Books. That's our first stop that we're going to. Now, I have realized, this is why I'm so excited about this video. I have been back reading for the past, 2 or 3 years, and I have not shopped in a Barnes & Noble. Have I been in one? Probably. But I have not done a good book haul or grabbed a whole bunch of books and all these things. I have not done that there ever. And I was like, am I really a book girl if I have not been to Barnes & Noble at least once? Like, come on, something's not clicking. So one of my goals was to go, and that's what I did. But first, I always go to Half Price Books. I love books that have been read by other people. I love little used books, especially when it comes to like classics and stuff like that. So I'll show you some of those as we get into the clips of me when I'm shopping at these places. But I went to Half Price Books first, got everything that I wanted. Then I went to Barnes & Noble second, like just to have a nice walkthrough and then just see what other books that were there that I would want as well. So y'all will see what things I picked up, and then we'll do a haul at the end. Okay, let's go. Let's head into Half Price Books. I'm finding the Toni Morrison books. I am very excited right now. Look at this really cool cover. And y'all have seen these covers before. I've seen these, but I think I might get all 3 of these. I don't know yet, but definitely gonna get the Songs of Solomon. Definitely getting Tar Baby. Now this is what I'm talking about when I say I love an annotated book. This one has a lot going on. So I don't know if this one's a lot of colors going on. I don't know if this is gonna work, but it's very cute. It's got a lot of tabs. This is not like this is a newer book. I mean, newer to me. I haven't read it before, so I want to get it. This might be a bit much, but like I love when they have some tabs and like some annotations letting you know that someone has read this. Okay, y'all, this is the stack that I'm working with right now. I'm gonna go into detail on everything that I got a little bit later. You're currently in a bookshelf, so just bear with me. But I just found this book. I love the cover on this book, and it's been on my TBR for the longest. So I'm gonna get it. I think it's $7.99, if y'all can see that. I'm very excited about it. So I'm gonna get this, and I think I'm gonna wrap up here so I can head to Barnes & Noble's. I got a lot of classics. I got a few books that I've already read before, like some book trophies, but I'm excited about this one. Might save it for the summer. It's giving a summer vibe. I don't remember what it's about, but it's giving summer based on the cover, so we'll see. Okay, so I have graduated to a cart. I started out holding the books on my own. Then I found a little basket, and now I've got a whole cart. I'm getting ready to sort through. I'm in the little crafts area. I'm getting ready to sort through my books. This is the same thing I do when I shop. I get everything that I want, fill the cart up, and then I sort through. found Sula and I found The Bluest Eye, which are two that they did not have at Half Price Books. They're both $16. I think I'm going to get them. But I also found Parable of the Sower. We're going to see. I'm definitely getting this. And then in my fantasy bag again, getting this. And then look what I just found. Hold on. If you know, you know. I read this book the first one of this book last year, and I really liked it. And so I found the second one right here that I will be getting, okay? The first one is called Fake It Till You Bake It, I think. Got it? We'll be buying this. All right, y'all, we are back. So let's get into this haul. I'm very, very excited to show you guys what I got. I want to start off by saying say with me, under budget, okay? Under budget. Now, was I only about $10 under budget? Yes, but either way, under budget is under budget, and that's what I was. So, okay, that's what I am, under budget. So let me just start out. I kind of want to show you the Barnes books first, but I feel like it just feels better to start out with the store I went to first. So let's just do that. Hold on. Now at Half Price Books, I don't know, I feel like, are Half Price Books like nationwide? I don't know. We have a couple locations here around where I live in Dallas. So I feel like they are nationwide. I'm not sure. But if you do have one near you, look it up. They have so many amazing books for the low, okay? Now, this is my heavy book, okay? They don't do bags at my location. So I already had my little lemonade, Shut to Lemonade. This is a tote that they sent me. That I use for groceries most of the time, but today I used it for books. So this is what I got. I think I got 8 books today. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 7. No, 8. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 books in here. So let's go through. Now, what I knew I was going to get, what I was going in there specifically for, was to get some Toni Morrison books because I really want to get into those this year, and I wanted just more classics, more like just really good staple books that everybody should be reading or should have read at least once. I wanted to get more of those. And so I wanted like The Count of Monte Cristo. I read that in high school. Is that high school or middle school? I think it was high school. I absolutely loved that story. They didn't have any copies in Half Price Books at that location. So I'm going to either order online or go to different Half Price Books and get it. Because something about it, I don't know what it is, but something about getting one of the more classic books and getting it like used. Like I also love the pristine like special edition copies. I want to get more of those as well, but like getting one that someone else has used and annotated in, I don't know, I just like that. I don't know. I like to see if other people are seeing or connecting the dots that I'm connecting in the book. It's just cool. So let's go through. I'll show you the classics that I got first. Very excited. Okay, I have to figure out a way to do this because I really don't have a space. Okay. Also, I'm sitting in my cute little chair right now. I don't know if y'all saw my video on Instagram or TikTok or I guess on YouTube too. Go ahead and follow me. I'll put my little stuff up there. Follow me on those things. Stay connected with me, guys. I plan to post more and more coming into 2025. Amen. God's will, my will. Amen. But I'm really loving this chair. It's so comfortable. All right, here we go. So, starting out with Toni Morrison. I got Beloved. Look at that. In very good condition. Okay. Very good condition. Obviously, this did belong to somebody else before, but there's no annotations that I'm seeing through a quick little flip through. And it's just got like a little bit, it must have said something wet, probably like some water or something down here. So it's a little bit frayed, but I don't mind. I just like the feeling of a slightly used book, but I'm very excited about this. I watched her, I knew about Toni Morrison way before this, and I planned on reading her books. I think there was a large group of people who read all of her books this year, and I just did not hop on the train. But I really want to take care of that and really like read these books and understand them and all the things in 2025. So, I watched her documentary that was on Netflix. It's off of there now. I don't know where else it will be located, but it was on Netflix for a little bit in 2024. And it just like told her story and all that kind of stuff. And it was just really interesting to learn more about her in that way. And so I was like, I really need to get into these books and read them all. And so I got this one. And then let's see. I also got her another one of hers, Songs of Solomon. Got this one. I'm very excited to read these. I really want to read Sula as well. They didn't have Sula in the store, but they did. I did see it in Barnes & Noble. I didn't get it though because it was the same cover, the same style cover as these. I didn't get it though because I really want, like, there's another cover of Sula that has the girl in the front, like with the scenery in the background. If I can find a picture of it, I'll put it up there. I really want that cover for that book. And I found it on Amazon. I'm gonna see if I can find it at some other places as well, but I found it on Amazon, I think. So I was like, you know what, I didn't buy it at Barnes & Noble. I was like, you know what, I'll wait and just pay a little bit more money to get the cover that I want for that one. But I got these two, and then I also got, I think I got one more from her. Is that a lie? Did I make that up? Oh, no, I didn't. Got this really cool cover for Tar Baby. Look at this cool, vibrant, really pretty cover. Like, so cool. I don't know what edition or what kind of cover this is, but it's, like I said, obviously compared to these books, it's different. And I really like it. And then it has like the cool, I know there's probably oh, the books are trying to fall. Okay. I know there's probably like a like word for the kind of pages this is. I don't know what it is, y'all. Somebody put it in the comments. But it's like those little frayed-ish kind of like paper edges that I just love so much. Like, I don't know if it's like a thicker paper type or something, but I'm very much a fan of that, so I'm really happy. And then let me look at what the actual book looks like. This is also so beautiful. Look at that. It has like a little gold reflective little title, and then this is the side. So pretty. So I'm really happy about these three. So I can't wait to dig into those. And like I said, I'm going to order Sula. And there's like a couple other books that I want to get from her as well. But I feel like these are really exciting, and I'm excited to read them. Do I know what they're all about? I don't. She talked about them a little bit in her documentary. I've heard people speak about them. It's very popular, very well-written books, of course. So I've heard people talk about them, but I don't know what a lot of them are about. So I'm going to just go into it and just see where it takes me. And I'm excited to just learn more. I feel like I'm going to be like, these are the kind of books that like you come out of it a lot different. I feel like that for a lot of books that I read, but I just feel really good about these, and I'm excited to read them and just kind of then be able to engage with other people who have read her books as well and kind of see what they've learned and what they've what they've seen. Okay, what? And what they learned from them. So I'm excited about that. So these are the three Toni Morrison books that I got today. Where am I going to put them at? They're going to just go right here. That's where they're going for now. Okay, next up, I got Their Eyes Were Watching God, another beautiful classic. I have been wanting to read this for the longest, and I just have never bought it, obviously, but they had it, of course, in half-price books. It's also got these really cool pages. Look at these. I'm so excited. I love the way that the little pages are. And this book belonged to somebody else before, as I'm seeing here. I think it's Kennedy M. I'm not going to say her last name just for safety. No, she probably won't see this, but this was owned by someone named Kennedy. I just love that. Like, what did Kennedy do? What was she reading this for? Was it for school? Was it just for fun? This is an old book. So it's just like, not this print, but I'm talking about the book in general. So it's just like, what was their story? Like, I just want to know. Let me see if there's any annotations in here. There are. Oh my God, y'all. Look. Can y'all see that? I hope you can see that. I'm so excited. I'm not gonna read them. Look at that. I didn't even see this when I flipped through it in the store. I must have been moving too fast. Look at that. I'm excited to see what she saw. Like I said, I don't know how many times, people will read a book, return it to, like, sell it back to half-price books. The next person comes to the same thing. So I don't know how many owners have had this book here, but she annotated so much. I cannot wait. Oh, that's so awesome. That just made me so happy, y'all. I did not see this in the store. But whoever had this book before me... Oh! She's funny. I'm sorry. I'm looking at some of her annotations. I don't know what she's talking about, but she said, oh, snap. Super cool. Let me show y'all. There it is. Oh, snap. Super cool. All right, girl. But this is what I'm talking about, y'all. If you just go pick up one of your faves, and even if it's a book that you read before, and go see if you can find it at half-price books. Look for the annotations inside and just see what other people wrote down. It's just so pleasing. So I'm very excited to read this as well. Okay, now these next two are just some book trophies of books that I really enjoyed that I read. I think I read both of these this year. Actually, I may have read... Okay, so let me just show you what they are. So I got One Italian Summer. I think I read this in 2023, actually. I really, really enjoyed this book. I feel like I was in Italy the whole time I was reading it, and this book, I think if I'm remembering correctly, I remember it had it talked about the relationship between mother and daughter a lot, and this book had a lot of other things as well. Definitely giving romance, but it had a lot to do with the relationship between mother and daughter, and it's set in Italy. And so like it was special to me because obviously, like, well, not obviously, like, y'all don't know this, but my mom like really loves Italy, and someone that she wants to visit and stuff like that. And so I thought about her a lot when I was reading this book, because I was just like, oh, like, Mom is in Italy, Tyler's in Italy. Now the story took a different turn that me and my mom were not going to take, amen. But I did really like this book, and so when I saw it in the store, I read it. I think I listened to it. It was an audiobook that I listened to. But when I saw the actual print, I was like, yes, this is something that I might even go back and read again. So I don't think there's any annotations in here. This is a more new book. So a lot of the times I don't see a lot of annotations in the newer books, but yeah, I don't see any through a quick flip through. But I'm very excited. I really, really enjoyed this book. And if you haven't read it, check it out and definitely give it a listen. I think the audiobook was really great. I loved whoever narrated it. I don't know who narrated it, but they did a very good job. I thought it was a really great story as well. So I think Rebecca, she wrote In 5 Years. I liked In 5 Years. I think I listened to that one as well, but this one was way better in my opinion. So I really did like this one. So I got this as a little book trophy, and then I also got romantic comedy. I loved this book. I thought it was so good. I really had laughed out loud a good amount of times. This was also one that I listened to. But I really, really enjoyed it, and I bought it, one, just obviously as a book trophy because I enjoyed the book, but more specifically I bought it because it has like a section, if I remember correctly, there's like a section that has like either like text messages between the two main characters or emails or something, and I want to go and I want to see them myself. Let me see if I can find them really quick, because I know they're going to probably be in a different font. Yep, I see them. There's like a string of emails, and I remember listening to them, and I was like, oh my God, what I would give to have the book right now so I can follow along while these emails are going on and off. So I'm very happy to have gotten this, and I wanted it in a hardcover, and I found it. So I'm very happy about that. And then the very last two that I got were two new books to me. Two other, like, I guess the first couple were new to me, but this one is The Last Love Note. This is by Emma Gray. This has been on my TBR list for a long time. Don't know what it's about. Like I told y'all in the store, like it's giving like a summer vibe, so I may wait to read this into the summer. I will read it and see. Like, I'll let you guys know. You don't like to tell y'all what books are about, but I'll read this one. The little thing on the back says, 2 years after losing her husband, Cameron K is a bit of a mess. Lurching from one comedic crisis to the next, she does her best to navigate work, friendships, and parenting a 5-year-old without Cam support. When a flight diversion on a business trip unexpectedly leaves her stranded in a beach town in Australia, Kate finally has a chance to process her grief. Can she let go of the love of her life and risk her heart a second time? So that sounds very interesting. I'm very excited. So yeah, it's definitely getting a little bit of a summer thing, but I might be able to read it sooner. We'll see how I feel. But I think the book cover is just so pretty and vibrant. I just love the way it looks. So when I saw that in here, I was like, it's mine, taking it home. So I got this one. They also had it in a hardcover, but for romance books, which is what I'm assuming that this is, for romance books, like, I love a good paperback, something about it. I just want to get cozy with it. So I didn't get the hardcover for this one, even though, like I said, this was also romance, but something about it should be in the hardcover. I don't know. It just goes by your feelings. So pick this one up. I'm very, very excited about it. I can't wait to read it. It's supposed to be funny, a little rom-com situation. So I'm very excited. And the last thing I got, which this book is so random. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it. I'm going to pronounce his name wrong. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore. First, so the story behind this is, maybe like a year or two ago, I was in Half Price Books doing my regular old perusing, as I tend to do. And I saw this book, the side part stuck out to me. It was just vibrant and yellow, and so I picked it up. And I remember maybe reading a little bit of it, and it sounded interesting. I completely forgot what it was about, but I love when books have something, when a book is about a bookstore or a book editor or a book publisher or something that has to do with books. I just love that. And so I don't really know what this is going to be about all the way. I don't remember what I read years ago when I saw it. But when I was going back today, I was like, you know what? I'm going to see if I can find this book. And it was so funny because when I was thinking of it, I could not remember what the book was called. I just knew it was Mr. Something's Bookstore. That's one thing I could remember. And so I'm like trying to remember. I keep I'm on Google now searching Mr. Something Bookstore, trying to find it, and it's coming up with the wrong stuff. Because I knew that's what the cover looked like. And I was like, dang, I'm going to be so mad. because I was trying to look on Goodreads, but I was like, that's gonna take forever. I add so many lists, so many books to my list of books I want to read. I'm gonna be here all day trying to find this one, especially because I found this years ago and I just never bought the actual book. And so I'm looking around for I had given up. I'm looking around for a different book at this point, and then I just see it. It pops out. I said, meant to be. There's only one copy left. So I just went ahead and got it. So I'm really excited to read this. I might even start reading this soon just because I'm excited. I really don't want to tell y'all what it's about because that means I have to know what it's about, and I don't want to know, which is crazy. But look it up, guys. Okay, this is what it looks like. Such a pretty book, too. I just like the way it looks. So I'm really excited about it. So that's what we got. Let me pick it up for you guys so y'all can see it. Oh, wrong way. This is crazy. The way I'm stacking these is so crazy. It's just like not the right sizing, but whatever. So this is the stack that we got from Half Price Books. So I got all 8 of these books for $70 something, which I think is amazing to get all these books for that. And I got some hardcovers as well. So I think that's a great deal, and I'm very happy with what I got. I think this is my first time doing a book haul. Like, obviously it's my first time making a video. I'm talking about even without the camera. This is my first time buying a lot of books at once. I think the most books I've ever bought, maybe 2, maybe 3, but I think 2 might be the cap. And that's also because I do a lot of audiobooks with Libby or with Audible. And then now that I have my Kindle, like I'm starting to incorporate that. So I'm not having to buy as many books, as many physical books, but I just love having physical books. And like my ultimate goal is to have my own personal library, which I've learned. Of course, I call my current library a library, and it doesn't have this many books. But according to whatever, I don't know, other people that I've been watching who do have really vast libraries in their homes, what classifies you having a personal library is when it hits 1,000 books. So that would be a goal of mine, to have 1,000 plus books in my library at home. And so I just like collecting physical books for that reason as well. And so it was so hard to not pick up some of my other book trophies that I wanted to get. So I saw so many other books that I've read before that I really wanted to get, but I was like, girl, come on, we have a budget that we're sticking to, okay? And we can't. I just picked the book trophies that I really, really liked, and the ones that I know I might even go back and read again. So I'm really happy with what I got. But let's get on into Barnes & Nobles, okay? Now, like I said, this is my first time down to the Barnes, okay? My first time shopping. I walked in, and the first section that I entered into was the fantasy section, which is great because, as y'all know, I'm trying to get, if you don't know, now you know, okay? We'll go back and watch my previous videos where I talk all about this. But I'm trying to get more into fantasy reading, fantasy books as well. I think I read 2 fantasy books last year, or 2024 last year, I think 2. But I want to like get more into that and just explore different genres, so I can just become even more well-read. Okay, I need to be able to speak. Let me get some water because it's happening so fast. Okay, so I walked into that section, and there was the cutest, prettiest redheaded lady there. And she was like, she came up to me and asked if I needed any help. She saw my little camera. She's like, "You vlogging?" I was like, "Girl, I'm trying to, girl. I don't know." She was so cute and sweet. But I was just asking her recommendations. I was explaining to her like, hey, I'm just getting started with fantasy. I've read like 2 books. I told her the books that I've read. And so I was telling her, I was thinking about getting Fourth Wing, but I also know the Avatar situation. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And she was like, Fourth Wing was straight. It was cool. She didn't say it like this, but this is my interpretation. She was like, it was straight. But she told me, I'm going to show y'all the book now. She was like, nah, bro, nah. You're going to fall in love with this, okay? Now, I know this is a popular book. I've seen the girlies talk about it. I've seen the other book girlies talk about how good it is, okay? I understand. But as a person who's late to the game, because I'm just now, like, trying to branch into fantasy, she was like, I was telling her, like, I really read a lot of romance. She was like, I think this would be a good start, a good way to help you ease in. And I was like, okay, girly, let's do it. I trust you. So I went ahead and got this, A Court of Thorns and Roses, okay? And I was so tempted, I didn't do it. They had a little cocktail book that was based off of the drinks, I guess, that are in here, or off the characters. I don't know. I didn't open it. I didn't know if it was going to give anything away about like what different characters are. I just want to have nothing. I don't know a lot about this book. I know that it's really good. I know that the girlies like it, and I know that the series itself is supposed to be amazing, and I'm excited to get through it. But I don't know anything about what this book is about at all, and I like to keep it that way. Y'all know how I am. So, anyways, I got this, and they had it. I think I prefer to have fantasies and hardcovers, but they had this one on hardcover, but I was just like, something about it. The cover wasn't like this though. It was like a gray cover, and I like this vibrant cover better. So I just got this, and I was like, you know, if I really end up liking it, I may end up just going to find the hardcover that look more similar to this, and then getting the rest of the series if I end up enjoying it like that. But I got this. I'm very excited about it. And then what's next? I'm really happy about this. Okay, so this book, Legend of the Baking. I think I showed this to you guys in the store as well. But I read the first book and I loved it so much. And this came out, I think it was November. And it was on my list. I just forgot to buy it in November. But I saw it in the store today when I was looking around. And I was like, mine, need it. I love this book. The first one, I loved it so much. It was just enjoyable. I think it was just light and it was cute. And it was just a nice read. And so I read that one last summer or the summer before last, whatever. And so I was like, ooh, don't want to save this for summer. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I don't know. I think I might this month. We're going to see what happens, but it's going to be read this month. So I'm very happy about it. And then this final one, another classic, Parable of the Sower. Now, I thought about reading this last year because it starts off it's set like in 2024, right? So set in the future. Even though this came out obviously way before that. So I wanted to read it when it starts off. I think it's like, is it like October of 2024? Let me see. Yes. Am I right? I know it's 2024, but I want to tell y'all the month now. July. Okay, I think, is it July? Whatever, y'all. 2024 is when this book is set in. So I wanted to start reading it last year. It didn't happen. But they didn't. I would have loved to have gotten this at the half price books. They didn't have a copy. So when I walked into Barnes and Nobles, this is one of the first things after I got done talking to that wonderful lady. Saw this on the table. I was like, yes. And it was buy one get one half off, but it wasn't like a lot of books that had this sale going on, and there wasn't anything. I walked around the whole store, and there wasn't any other books that were also on sale that made me want to buy it that bad. So I just didn't get another book, but I'm very excited to read this. I want to get this done as soon as possible, I think. I'm excited to see what I'm going to learn and what I'm going to think coming out of it. I've heard people talk about it. I know it's an amazing read. I know it's just something that you're going to be able to learn a lot from. So I'm really excited to dig more into those kinds of books this year. I think it's so interesting because I started out reading, like when I started back reading as an adult, I was reading like nonfiction, self-help, wisdom type books, which I still love. They're still awesome. And then I started getting into fiction later on. So I would think that I would have started reading like all of these kind of like the Toni Morrisons and the books like this. I feel like I would have started out with those, but I just dipped right into the fun fiction, which is totally fine. But I think it's nice like being able to just kind of like, as I learn more about all the different kinds of books that are out there and just kind of expand my knowledge of all the books. It's just great to be able to come back to things like this and get into all the Toni Morrison books and there's even more books that I want to get into this year and read more classics. Like I wanted to buy Count of Monte Cristo today at Half Price Books, but I didn't see it. So unless I was being blind, which could have happened, they didn't have a copy there. That's a book, like I said, like I told y'all before, I really enjoyed that. So I want to like get more into those and reread or read for the first time more of the classics and kind of just get just a better book knowledge and just expand my library as well, which will be the goal. So that's all I got from Half Price Books, and I see why. I mean, not Half Price Books, Barnes and Noble. I see why. Can't go there very often because these 3 books was $60.
Well, damn.
And so that was good because I stayed under budget there. So I'm very happy about that. But now I will give y'all the big mega stack of all the books that we got. We got 11 books today. Okay, hold on, y'all. I can do this without drawing. This is gonna make for a cute thumbnail. Look at this. Y'all, this is crazy. I don't remember last time. I've never bought this many books at once before. Yeah, so that's my book haul. I need to go make space on my shelf right now. I don't really know where these are gonna go. I'm gonna be getting a new shelf soon because my bookshelf, I never showed it to you guys before. I have to make another video explaining what's going on over there. My bookshelf right now, it started out more as like decor, and then I had at the time when I got the shelf, it was decor, and then I just had like a couple little books here and there. I hadn't really bought a lot of books yet because I had just started back reading, so it was cute and fun. And so now I have all my decor on there, which is fine to have some decor, but I have like cute little bit like stylish little decor boxes, and I've got all this, like I got my perfume set up, it's all so cute, but it's taking away the space for the actual book. So I'm thinking about getting a second shelf and putting it on the other side of my room so I can start putting more things on there, because I'm just about out of space. Yeah, I am. But I mean, it's a happy, good problem to have. I'm excited to keep buying more and more books. And like I said, today's total was $150. Okay, well, $140 something is what I spent. So I was about $10 on a budget, which really makes me happy. To get this many books, I feel like that's a good deal. Y'all let me know. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever bought this many books at once. But I think 11 books for $140 is not bad. Either way, they're in the house now. This is where they are. So yeah, I'm very happy about it. But yeah, in terms of, I just want to go ahead and really quickly, let me put these to the side because there's just a lot going on. I did want to talk about really quickly like what I hope to read, and I kind of already touched on it, so I'll make this part quick. But I think I don't have like a list of specific books written out yet. I've been watching some of the other girlies like who do book content, and they've been like telling me about some of the different, not telling me specifically, but y'all get it, about different drops that are coming up this year and books that I'm very excited about. Like very excited about Abby Jimenez's new book. I forgot what it's called, but her new book is coming out soon. And then the second book the third book by Christina Forrest, Love Lyric. That was like, it's the first one is Neighbor Favor, then Partner Plot, and then Love Lyric. I've read the first two, absolutely love them both. That one comes out in February. I definitely want to read that. And then there's another one, Plus Size Players by, I'm forgetting her name right now. I'm going to put the pictures up. But the author who writes Curvy Girl Summer, I love the first book, so I'm excited to see what she does in the second one. There's lots of romance books like that I'm very much looking forward to reading. I just don't have a strict list right now. I'm going to just see where it goes, okay? But most importantly, I think I'm just excited to, like I said, read more classics. I want to really get into fantasy this year. I want to like kind of push myself a little bit further, and then I want to like even go so far as to like not do romantasy. Like right now, that book that I got, the Akatar series, she said that's a romantasy, which I'm excited about. But I want to like read one that's just straight, give it to me straight fantasy. And I'm sure it will include probably some aspect of love or romance in there, but that's not going to be the main focus. I want to like try that as well. So I'm just excited to try a lot of new things that I don't normally do. A lot of new, maybe a little bit less romance. I'm still going to read a lot of romance. I'm a romance girly. That's where my heart is at. I have no problem with that. But I am excited to kind of just explore and read different things that are not what I prefer to do all the time, and just see how much I learn and how much I like other genres. Because like when I started reading mystery, I think that was this 2024 that I started reading mystery, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like that. Loved it. Okay, loved it. Absolutely loved it. And so I still read a lot of mystery now. I don't want to start reading more different authors, because right now I think I'm strictly Frida McFadden. I kept it simple there, and she's an amazing author. So I've been loving all her stuff, and I haven't even scratched the surface of all the books that she's written. But I want to start finding other authors who do mystery. I want to do some more thriller. I want to read some Stephen King. I want to get into that. I didn't get to do that last year, so I want to get into that. I'm just excited to like explore it more, basically. And so that's kind of what I hope for, is just to, when I'm coming to y'all, I'm bringing y'all my, TBRs for the whatever month we're talking about, or the books that I've read in the previous month. I just hope to be able to bring you guys more things that are just really different than what you normally see me do. So it won't all be romance. It's going to be a little bit different, a little bit branched out. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm excited to start reading, which I think I'm going to do that for the rest of the day today. So I'm going to get to it. With that, guys, if you have any books that you're excited about, or any recommendations that you think I should read, go ahead and put them down in the description below. Let me know what books you're excited about reading this year. I am always open to recommendations, because I don't be knowing, I be focused on what I focus on, and then I look at the same books that I look at, and so it would just be nice to have newer things. So if you have anything, drop it down. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank y'all so much for watching and being here with me. I appreciate you sitting here with me. Okay, I hope you have an amazing 2025. Happy New Year. I hope y'all had a happy holiday as well. And with that, we're gonna lock it down. All right. I love you guys so much. Have a great rest of your week.